Always answer with love, always trusting that love is enough. We question God, but God questions us. What will we say? Will we answer with love? Always all the while the dreamers are singing, don't turn your back on us. No, no, just like you. Our home is here in the land where we grew up. Our roots are deeper than the ocean blue, deeper than the ocean blue.
All right. I am so pleased to be here with my friend Susan Rowe, a songwriter extraordinaire from Tacoma Park, Maryland, who has been writing songs since the age of 13. Susan, I am so pleased that you're here. I've gotten to know you over the past couple of years, so I'm very excited for everyone to get to know you like I know you. Thank you for being here and giving us a window into your songwriting and your songs. You were a finalist in the Mid-Atlantic Song Contest in the new category of Freedom Songs for your song, The Dreamers, and you received an honorable mention in the Gospel Inspirational Christian category for this gem that I just love, Always Answer with Love. Can you tell us, did these songs come about through the roller coaster that was 2020, or how did they come about? And why did you decide to enter them in the MASC?
Well, it's a little bit of both. Always Answer with Love was written, as you know, and many people, my friends do, and in the community. I'm a transgender woman, and I was a worship leader at a church during my beginning of my transition, and that's when I wrote this song. And when I first wrote it, it felt very powerful to me. At the same time, it felt a little bit in your face to the congregation who was struggling with their best to understand and to walk with me in that journey. So I arranged it for the children's choir. Everyone loved it. And just this past year, I rearranged it for guitar, and that's when I entered it in the contest. The Dreamers song, again, was written a year or so ago, and I didn't play it out much because I felt it sounded so much like a Neil Young style that I just let it sit. But when I did play it, the response was very prompt, very, very positive. And with all that happened this year, with the immigration and stuff like that, I felt like it was time to bring it out of the closet, so to speak.
Absolutely, absolutely, good one. Yeah, I bet you're looking forward to getting back to playing it live again. And I gotta say, a Neil Young comparison isn't so bad. Do you always get a little political in your writing, or was this a new branch off for you?
I don't. In fact, I never had, because I feel like I write best about my own experiences, and it's my way of working out my own issues. So I don't usually turn to something I don't know much about, but I have a real empathy for the Dreamers. In fact, my brother, who was a retired Methodist minister, suggested I write a song about the Dreamers, and at first I was like, well, what do I say? I mean, I certainly empathize with them, but as you know, as a writer, writing a song is almost like writing a book. You start to do research, and I started to think about it. I start to, let my mind wonder about what it's like and put myself in their shoes, and that's when the song started to come together. The line that they're just like us, they are us.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, they are. Oh, well, one of the things that I love about the Mid-Atlantic Song Contest and being a judge in it is that you get clean recordings that are just guitar and vocal all the way up to fully produced demos, and yours are just this clean guitar and vocal that I so appreciate. Where did you get these done?
Actually, I did them on my own. This was my
Did you
way
really?
of surviving COVID. It began in April. I started to do a video every week, and it was hit or miss at first. I just did them on my phone, and I finally started moving to Final Cut Pro to make it a little bit more professional looking. And it was an incentive to me to keep working and writing, because it brought that deadline every week. There's a famous story about I can't remember his name, but a very famous writer who asked his friend, "What comes first, the lyric or the melody?" And the guy said, I don't know, man. I think maybe the melody. He said, no, the call comes first, saying we need a song. That line is very helpful for me.
Great. Oh, that's great. Well, congratulations on learning how to do that. That's quite an endeavor I know many have undertaken, and I love the explosion of music and creativity that is going to come out of this very trying period. So I know you, so I know that you're more of a solitary writer, but what has it meant to you to be part of the music community here in the Washington, D.C. area? How did you first get involved? What have you gotten out of it?
Well, I had moved up here in 2015, and then when I left my job at the church, I hadn't played in clubs forever, and I started writing what church people call secular music again. And and at first, to be honest, I was concerned about going out because being a transgender woman, my singing voice, is still lower than I'd like it to be, and I was very, very self-conscious. So I started going to one open mic, and it happened to be run by someone, Dan Magnolia, a dear friend, who was very active in Saul. And he introduced me to Mike Roth and some other people and Steve Coffey. And that's how I began to be involved in Saul. And I went to a couple of songwriter workshops where Jay was leading, and it became a great way for me and I think for a lot of musicians, a way to not only gain confidence, but to get the feedback that you need to grow as a writer. We're all, broken little birds, and we need to be watered. And sometimes you have a great song and you don't even know it, and you need other people, that encouragement. And Saul has been all of that and more for me.
Wow, that's so great to hear. And I love that the people that you got hooked up with are still so involved and active in the community. And oh, that's just really wonderful to hear. So would you tell a new songwriter who's just getting started, who's stalking the SAW Facebook page right now and watching this video going, gosh, I could never be as good as Susan Rowe, what would you tell them?
I would say jump in the water. Writers write, that's the only criteria. Write every day, so.
Absolutely. Well, what's next for
stuff too? Everyone does.
Mm-hmm. Yep, you gotta write the bad songs. We still do it. So what's next for you?
Well, I'm real excited. I won a grant to work with Dave Mallon in Innovation Station over in I think he's in Fairfax, and I've wanted to work with him for several years now, and it turns out he felt the same way. And so I just started working on that project with him. And the idea is to bring other songwriters and friends from the community in to sing my songs. So a way of kind of including more people of our music community.
Oh, that's a wonderful idea. I can't wait to hear more of that. Dave is a huge friend of SAW, where he just gives back even when things are taken away from him. He keeps giving back. We're so grateful. So I cannot wait to hear that project. That's going to be amazing. Where can people find out more about your music and you?
SusanRowe.org.
Awesome.
You can find links to all my songs. All the songs I did during this past year, the weekly videos are up there and also on my YouTube channel.
Oh, that's great. Good. I'll make sure to post it down here with the video as well, so people can go check you out and love you as I do. Could I impose upon you to take us out with one of your winning songs?
Sure. Let's do Dreamers.
Wonderful.
Move the mic down a little bit so we can hear the guitar a little bit better. If there's real honest truth in what we say, why do our hearts get harder with each passing year? We twist and turn it all to make our case, so by the time we're done, we're safe and certain. Can't keep pretending that it doesn't matter. Gone is the mystery that called us on. All the while the dreamers are saying, don't turn your back on us. No, no, we're just like you. Our home is here in the land where we grew up. Our hope is deeper than the ocean blue. Deeper than the ocean blue. help but wonder when they come for us. Will we still blame it on the politicians? It's all so complicated, I know. It can't be fixed with just our wishful thinking. Our sons and daughters are watching to see if we'll stand up for what we say we believe. All the while the dreamers are singing, don't turn your back on us. No, no, we're just like you. Our hearts are here in the land where we grew up. Our hope is deeper than the ocean blue. Deeper than the ocean blue. Branded as strangers in the land they love, grew up as children in the arms of America. All the while the dreamers are singing, no, no, they espada. No, no, we're just like you. Our home is here in the land where we grew up. Our roots are deeper than the ocean blue. Deeper than the ocean blue.
And the crowd goes wild. Oh, but if we could just have live audiences again. I know that for so many of us, when we do these performances virtually, we just hear that silence at the end. But I hope you know that I had full body chills for that. Thank you so much for playing it. Yeah, I can't wait till we can get back with our audiences.
Me too.
Yeah, thank you for sharing your music, Susan. Thank you for entering the MASC. Thank you for bringing just all of your wonderful self to our music community and making us stronger and being a huge part of who we are as musicians in this area. Thank you so much for talking to me today. Everybody go check out susanrowe.org. Yes?
Yes.
susanrowe.org. Thank you, Susan.
Thank you, Eryn.